There was a girl named Emma who lived in an old house at the edge of a forest. The place was quaint but filled with creaky floorboards, long shadows, and an unsettling silence that hung thick after sundown. One night, as Emma lay in bed reading a book, she heard faint whispers. At first, she thought it was the wind sneaking through the cracks of the old house. But then she heard her name. Em. The voice was distant yet clear, as though someone was calling her from the woods. She froze, clutching her blanket, her heart pounding. She wanted to convince herself it was her imagination, but the whisper grew louder. "Emma, come here." Against her better judgment, she stood up and peered out her window. Beneath the moonlight, the forest was still and quiet. Yet, just at the tree line, she saw something, a shadow, darker than the night, shifting unnaturally. It had no defined shape, but seemed to pulse and writhe like smoke. Emma stepped back from the window, closing the curtains tightly. But the whisper didn't stop. Now it was inside the room. "Emma!" Her breath quickened as she turned, her eyes scanning the room. Her closet door, which had been closed when she went to bed, was now slightly ajar. "Who's there?" she managed to choke out, her voice trembling. The whispers stopped, leaving an eerie silence that pressed down on her. Then the closet door creaked open a little more. A pair of glowing eyes appeared in the darkness. Before she could scream, the thing lunged, pulling her into the black void. The next morning, Emma's room was empty. The only sign of her was the faint whispering that echoed through the house whenever someone stood too close to the forest's edge.